So we're gonna head out today to downtown Austin, but before we do, we're gonna talk about Firecracker. Firecracker, a lot of people commented down below about what kind of goat is he, what is he, why do you have him? But a lot of people, he should run for president, he should run for governor. People just seem to be enamored with Firecracker. So we're gonna talk about him before we head to downtown Austin. We're heading to downtown Austin. We're gonna check out the homeless crisis that's happening right there in downtown Austin. We're gonna film that. We're gonna do a silver unboxing from SD Bullion. Aaron just received a delivery from SD Bullion of silver, so we're gonna unbox that, talk about why you should have some silver in your portfolio also. And we're gonna talk about the CPI. The inflation number that came out today, 5.5%, horrific. It's about to get much worse, ladies and gentlemen. And it's another reason why you should have some silver. You should have some gold. But before we start the show today, here's Firecracker. Many people thought he should run for president. Many people thought he should run for governor. People are enamored with this little guy, beautiful little goat. Aaron, expand and tell us about Firecracker.
Okay, so Firecracker was born July 2nd. My daughter named him Firecracker because he was born near the 4th of July. He's a Nigerian dwarf. He has blue eyes. And the reason why I have them is they help clean up the property. They eat a lot of the wheat. They kind of have the diet of a deer. So they don't really graze like the cows. So they generally, they will eat grass, but they, a lot of times will eat the stuff that the cows won't eat. So it kind of keeps the brush down. So they eat a lot of the leaves and the weeds and stuff. Their milk production is really good for milk, cheese and butter. It's really sweet. Their gestation period is 6 months, so they actually have them more quickly than a cow gestation period is 9 months.
So these are some of the questions people had regarding Firecracker. What's all this noise now? What are we hearing?
Those are frogs.
We got frogs out at the pond here waking up. So again, people wanted to see Firecracker. Here's Firecracker, great little animal, beautiful. Who says that there's no God when you look at something like this? Absolutely adorable. So anyways, we're gonna move along with this video. Hope you like it. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, share these videos all over the place. Aaron's gonna do an unboxing. He just received this order from SD Bullion. Aaron, there you go. And we're doing this unboxing because as long as I've known Aaron now a couple years, he's been a true believer in owning silver, owning gold, having some cash put away. And Aaron, your belief is that we're gonna see a pension crisis in America.
Absolutely. I think that's gonna be one of the biggest crisis that's coming along with all this. I think it's gonna be an everything crisis.
An everything crisis, I agree. You know, when you watch the Peter Schiffs and the Rob Kiyosakis, everybody is talking now, and these are smart people, talking about the dollar, the collapse of the dollar. You know, when you really think about it, the dollar has already collapsed. It buys you 97% less than it did 100 years ago. And more of the world is getting off the dollar standard, and it's going to continue to get off the dollar standard. And as we watch, as most of you know, the inflation numbers came out today. It's horrific. People on a fixed income, people that are retired, they're going to be in trouble. And if you're not holding, Aaron, if you're not holding something like this, you have this because this is your insurance policy for your pension.
That is
you have a pension, so you're not talking like with something you don't know about. You have a pension.
Yeah, absolutely. I think either it's not going to be there, it's going to be way less than what's promised, or the purchasing power is going to be so eroded that it's going to be worthless. So this is why I stack silver, because that is my guarantee that if my pension is not there, then I still have.
So it's diversification.
Right, absolutely.
You know, we all hope that your pension's there. I hope your pension's there. But yeah, what if it takes a haircut and they go, hey, you're going to get 50% of your pension, 25% of your pension. You see hyperinflation coming to America, your pension doesn't mean anything because they're paying you in dollars. And if those dollars aren't buying anything, well, then you better have something like this. So why don't you open that up and show us what you
Cool. Yeah,
got.
I'm really excited about this.
Now, I know a lot of people think that I own a gold mine, that I'm a part owner of SD Bullion. How was...
No. I like SD Bullion because the products ship fast. I think their prices are great. I trust, you know, everything that I've ordered has always come in on time, exactly what I ordered. You know, it's just, I like the company. I think they're solid.
And, you know, I know everybody thinks that I'm part owner, but let me clarify. I've been dealing with SD Bullion for a couple years. 99% of everything I buy is from SD Bullion. And the reason is because when I started making videos, people told me down in the comments, everybody was saying, JB, you need to buy from SD Bullion. Go to SD Bullion. Competitive prices, fast shipping, great company. They've never let me down. They've been really, really solid.
Yeah.
And so everybody that I know, my friends and family members, are all using SD Bullion. Fantastic company.
Yeah. And I do buy from other companies, but I do like SD.
Right.
There's a local coin shop that I buy from. Man, they got this thing packaged pretty well. And then I do have, you know, another online dealer that I get stuff through.
Right.
All right. So
and let me clarify one more thing. I don't care if you buy silver. I don't care if you buy gold. That's up to you. You need to do what you think is good for you and your diversification, your portfolio. And I don't care if you do buy. I don't care who you buy from. Just buy from somebody reputable. Don't get ripped off. Careful with this stuff on eBay, right? All these scams on eBay. Deal with a reputable company, and you'll be fine. But again, these people that think that I own a gold mine, I'm here to sell gold and silver. You know, my life's not going to be affected if you buy or you don't buy. It's not going to adjust the price. There's plenty of countries, central banks, billionaires all buying this stuff.
There it is.
Wow, it's a beautiful. What are these?
These are the 5-ounce stacker.
We'll do a close up here
in
a minute. But wow, 5 ounces. This thing is monstrous.
So I've been wanting these for a while, and it's just the premium's a little bit higher, but they haven't been available for so long. And I was like, man, I really want some of these. So they came available, but I went ahead and I think it was 6. Should be 6 in here.
So we'll do a close up here in a second. But going back again, if you're relying on your 401k, if you're relying on a pension.
Wow, those are cool.
I hope it works out for you. I truly do. I don't want to see people get hurt. I don't want to see the dollar disappear. I don't want to see the economy collapse. But I'm a realist. Aaron's a realist. And you know, these are things that you got to be thinking about now. You got to be holding real assets. Is a piece of paper, a fiat currency, going to protect you during this economic downturn? Is it going to protect you during a dollar collapse? It's going to get obliterated. I'm really worried, ladies and gentlemen. And if you have kids, you need to be worried also. You need to be protecting yourself. Aaron, anything you want to add?
I mean, with the diversification, that's why I'm also in land, in the cattle, in, you know, other assets. But yeah, I mean, to me, these are small pieces of real estate. They're never going to go to zero. You're always going to have it. It's private. It's secure. It's just.
I want to say this before we do a little close up here. When you have stuff like this, pray to God you never have to use it. You know, it's like insurance on a car or health insurance. You have it, but you pray to God you never have to use it. If an ounce of silver, say, went to $500, if an ounce of gold went to $5,000 or $25,000 or $100,000, you're living in a whole different world, ladies and gentlemen. It is not going to be nice. It is not going to be pleasant. I hope I never have to use this. I buy this stuff, Aaron buys this stuff, and everybody I know is buying this stuff, hoping they're never going to have to use it. But the fact of the matter is, we're probably going to have to use it. This is probably going to be the only real money at some point. And it's going to be a whole different environment when that day comes. And I'm going to tell you, every day we seem to get closer to something really, really bad happening. And this is, you know, it's a life jacket. It's a car insurance if you get in an accident. And if this collapse turns out to be a very ugly accident, you better have insured yourself. Aaron.
My main thing with the silver is this is how I'm going to transfer my wealth from the dollar to whatever they come up with next. This is how you're going to transfer wealth. Otherwise, yeah, that's going to be the biggest wealth transfer that's been in history.
If the dollar's worthless and somebody's selling a 20-acre ranch or a 100-acre ranch or whatever, They may not want dollars. You may see a time in your lifetime where that person says, I'm not taking paper. You have some of this. This is what I'll sell you my ranch for. This is what I'll sell you some land for. This is what I'll sell you a house for. Don't give me that paper stuff. Don't give me that monopoly money. I want something real. And this is where things are heading, I truly believe. This stuff has never been worth zero in 5,000 years, ladies and gentlemen, and it never will. It goes up, it goes down. I buy this stuff, I put it in places I can get to, and I don't even think about it. And I just pray that I never have to use it. But in reality, you know, I know, and Aaron knows, we're gonna be using this one day. We drove out to Austin this morning, and we just wanted to check out what was happening in Austin. We're staying about an hour and a half outside of Austin, and you know, it's just amazing, this homeless crisis and this economy. Yes, things do not look as bad in Texas as they do in California, but you know what? You got problems here too. There are some vacancies in retail and restaurants, but not nearly as bad as what we're seeing in LA or Riverside County, San Bernardino, Orange County. But look, there's still people here hurting. There's definitely a homeless crisis here in the Austin area, and you don't have to go far to find this, literally anywhere in any state across America. So this is what's going on. You know, a lot of people say, well, you know, everybody's got a job in Texas, there's no homeless, there's no food insecurity. And look, I don't care what state you live in, where you go, you're gonna find problems across America. We're even seeing tiny homes here now. So of course it's the same old, you know, thing. A lot of tents, people sleeping in cars, people sleeping in little shacks, but now they're delivering tiny homes here. What's cool here is they got, you know, they've got security here, they got porta potties, they've got water, the tiny homes are coming in, disposal. So what I will say is, it's not pretty, ladies and gentlemen, but it's a lot better. At least they're trying to do something with the homeless people here in Texas. It's a lot more clean, a lot more organized and well kept. But I mean, any way you slice and dice this, it's not a pretty sight. You know, people should not be living like this in America, that's for sure. But I do give credit to Texas, because at least they have the police here, they have security here, they have garbage disposal here, water. So at least they're making an effort to do something about the problem. Certainly a better effort than California, I will tell you that. We're going to see more of this. You know, we're out here today in Austin, kind of just seeing what's happening with the economy out here. Much better than California, no doubt about it. But this place still has its problems, and we're going to see more of this no matter where you live. There are more people that are going to be coming to places like this because of what's happening in the economy. Market's pretty flat today. Take a look at the inflation, ladies and gentlemen. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. But the average American is not going to be able to keep up with this cost of living. Inflation is skyrocketing, and it overnight can explode. Okay, you know, we're looking at inflation over 5%. What happens if it starts going up 5% a week, 5% a month? Oh, I know that could never happen, but it's happened in many places across the world. Take a look at what happened in Venezuela, what's happened in Lebanon. What can happen is inflation can get absolutely out of control in the blink of an eye, and then you're going to have a lot more of this. Look, people are just not going to be able to afford to keep eating, putting gas in the car on what they're making right now, these type of wages. Okay, not everybody wants to be out here. Not everybody has a drug addiction. There are people out here that are just getting priced out of living. They just can't afford it. They just cannot afford to pay for these exuberant amounts of rent, fuel prices, food prices, healthcare, you name it. And sooner or later, something's going to give, ladies and gentlemen. Something is going to give. So back here, in the back of the encampment, they've got tiny homes here, little porches, people got their pets, and there's a lot of people driving cars. There's people going to work, okay? Going to work and coming home. This is their home. This is what they're coming home to. People going to work, trying to make a living, trying to pay the bills. This is it. So, I mean, you know, if I can say one thing, ladies and gentlemen, you're so blessed. You are so blessed out there. There's so many people out there that just don't have enough, complain every day. They don't have enough. They don't have the status. They don't have the lifestyle. Let me tell you, these people are in survival mode. Survival mode. I just talked to somebody, they wouldn't come on film, but they're going to expand this, and they're going to really try to help more people. And I was just telling the woman that, you know, we were just in Skid Row a few weeks ago, and it was just horrific. And what they're doing here is just so much better. And we just believe that people should be treated much, much better. So I'm glad that they're, you know, really trying to help the people here. They're going to expand, and they're looking out for the people's safety, making sure that people have food. And again, there's people here going to work every day, driving cars. So, you know, again, People have just been forgotten, and what a shame, what a crime, because Americans deserve better than this.